Why isn't it not everybody, right? It's because these are the small groups of people who are willing to say that this change is fucking uncomfortable, but I'm willing to do it. And they push themselves, they challenge themselves, they give them safety through it. Maybe they ask for help doing it. They stay committed to that process because once they get over that hill, then their lives seem so much more defined, so much more understood, so much more healthy, so much more peaceful. And I know this because I went through literally what I call 7 years of hell to basically get through to where I am.
It's time for a quick break. There are millions of potential products to buy, so how do you know which ones are worth your hard-earned money? Simple. You go to nextlevelguy.com/affiliates and explore those that will transform and improve your life. You'll find deals, listener exclusives, and special offers with some great companies. Recommendations are 100% honest and only on items Ian has tried or believes in. The companies showcased will make you a better man in all areas of your life. Simply go to nextlevelguy.com/affiliates and level up.
Because all along the answer, I was thinking that, like, I know a lot of hosts go, "Oh yeah, yeah, that happened to me," but that really happened to me. When I stopped going to the pub, I was in a small fishing village, and basically, you become lonely. You're on
Yeah.
your own because you're not numbing the pain with drink. You're not just doing the innate. You
Yes.
want to chat deeply. You want to look at the real problems,
Yes.
and a lot of times to fix it, you have to do your own journey and step away from it, and it's
Mhm.
amazing. And probably am now only beginning to become the real me, and I realize I don't really have many friends, like
Mm.
true friends, people who would
Right.
actually would go out their way, who check in on you and stuff. You have acquaintances, and I think that's what
Hmm.
people are scared of. It's would rather have the
Yes.
likes. It's the dopamine chase, isn't it?
Oh,
So,
100%.
so when you're working with somebody and they start, how do you encourage them to start shining the light themselves, not so much, or do you lead them in the first case to kind of take that first step? And how do we make sure we don't wallow in the pain, that we don't
Mhm.
live the pain, we don't make it a new identity? How do we start dealing with that so we can actually rise above it and deal with it, rather than just go, oh my god, I remember this now and I remember that, and I'm gonna go and fuck up so and so for doing that, and I'm gonna do this?
Right.
How do we actually think, okay, that's an area I want to tackle, but how do I work with you not to wallow in
Right.
it, rise above it, and not deal with the automatic programming, and actually starts taking apart the mechanics of it?
Right. So to get anybody to change, to get anybody to try something different and to do healing, you have to make it safe enough for them to want to do it. And when I mean
Mm.
safe, safety means different things to all of us. Safety can mean an emotional safety to some. It can mean a physical safety. It can mean like, just having a place where no one judges me. And you hit on a huge point where you talked about the loneliness that comes from evolution. And we may call it loneliness, but it's really the filtering out of your life, the things that no longer support you. I started losing a lot of friends after I went through this inner work. And in fact, I just like you said, you go through this place that we call the hermit phase of when you're going through your healing, where you're no longer aligning or associating with the old things that you're used to.
Yep.
And it can feel weird for you as well because you're like, I had so many friends, now I don't have any. And here's where a keyword called the ego comes in. And the ego is not what we think of it as, like, this cocky person or this confident, overconfident.